Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be doing a mini store vlog of the Mattel store in El Segundo, California. I went here 2 years ago and it's time to film it because I didn't do it last time. So let's go. Now, it was super busy the day I went to this Mattel store 2 weeks ago, but they sure have so much Barbie dolls here. Now, if you're just looking for the Monster High part of this video, I will put a timestamp on the screen right now so you can skip to it, but they had some really cool Star Wars Barbies from a few years ago, and the most recent Looks wave that came out last year. This doll actually was $10 that weekend, and I actually do own her because she's a closest skin match to the Little Mermaid live action doll. Then below her was this Tooth Fairy doll, and not gonna lie, the face sculpt for this doll is kind of giving Ariana, but not really. It's like kind of like a imposter syndrome kind of Ariana, like Ashley, you know, the girl who pretends to be like Taylor Swift. Then under that, they had some of the Barbie Rewind dolls, and I think this was the most recent wave that they had put out, and I'm not sure if they're putting out any more for this collection. It was quite cool, but I want to see a 2000s version so bad because this would eat for some Y2K realness, or even 90s. Like, I feel like the 80s is overdone with Barbie. As I mentioned, they had these two Star Wars Barbies from years ago. I feel like these came out in like 2018, 2019, and they're still here. I saw them 2 years ago too, so they definitely have a lot in stock. So if you're looking for any of these two dolls, they're definitely here, but they do cost $100, so yeah. And they also had the 65th anniversary Brooklyn and Barbie dolls here at the Mattel store, which was really cool to see them in a store because I think they're only online exclusives. Then below them, they did have the Birthday Wishes dolls from this year and last year, and I really do actually like this like Teresa Birthday Wishes doll, but something is off about her. I really did like this one from last year, but her face is just so pixelated that it's just not worth it, not even on clearance. I really wish they'd stop doing this pixelated stuff until they like master it, because it's ridiculous. Then they had the inspiring women's collection at the Mattel store, and these really don't move as well. There's always a lot made for these, and there's some dolls that are like a little more limited, but yeah. Then they had the Barbie movie section, and I was kind of disappointed they didn't have the gold jumpsuit Barbie, but they did have the Ken that I paid $90 for last October, so I'm quite mad about this, but you know, whatever. Now, this store had a lot of color reveal Barbie items, and I get it, it is a very popular like thing for the Barbie brand currently, especially since COVID happened, and I think a lot of people were just buying their kids color reveal toys. But across from them, they just had some generic Barbie items and some accessories like the pool right there, and there's a Barbie on a bike, which I actually really like her because she has like the original like belly button arm. Then there's her, and I really want to get this Barbie because she has long hair, but her pixelation is just so bad. I've always thought this doll was super pretty. Like, she's super basic. I like how she comes like a little bathrobe. I love how Brooklyn has stayed in the Barbie universe. I really find her sculpt really pretty, and I love her hair. I love just everything about Brooklyn, and hopefully we get to see some more collector dolls with her. Oh my god, they have the mermaids. These weren't here yesterday. And they only have one of each. You guys, I was literally at the store yesterday and they did not have these. And they now just have one of each. Oh my god, they're so pretty. I love this sculpt so much. I have almost all the dolls with this sculpt except for the obviously one-of-a-kinds and the convention dolls, but the ones you can get actually. And they all have saran hair, I believe, and now I need to rebody them and find some bodies for them. So I'm gonna try doing that here, and yeah, I just dropped her. Well, I did not expect to buy something from this store today. I was just going to do a little walk around. Honestly, the end caps for Barbie are kind of like hit or miss. Like, this is for Barbie Magic or something. But like I said, there's a lot of Barbie dolls at this store. So here's the made to moves. This is the section I should be looking at right now because I think I've seen some people match her to that made to move right there. But I'm not sure if it's a great match. But it's a match that'll do for now, so I might have to get this doll right here. Then for her, I think I already have a body at home, but I don't think this one is too... Actually, yeah, that's a quite big difference. She's got more orange undertones. This would be a good alternative to the Made to Move doll. She isn't like fully articulated, but if you're, you know, in a pinch and you only have $10, this one I think would be a pretty good match for her. I'm not the biggest fan of Chelsea. I'm always going to be a Kelly/Shelly fan for my life because, I don't know, Chelsea just doesn't do it for me. And I see that that one has an actual outfit on, which I feel like is a rarity because they just never come in clothes. Usually it's just a top and a skirt, and I love how the basket is like not properly done right there while it is here. And I guess these ones actually have outfits, and maybe they are starting to give them clothing because maybe they realize that, you know, kids don't want dolls molded tops and stuff. But they also have this one, and she's in like a little wheelchair, and I think that's really cool. They also got some Trolls dolls if you're into that kind of stuff. Judging by its like sheen, it looks like poly, but I'm just wondering what these are giving. It's kind of random, this end capping right here, because then there's more Barbie, along with the wall of fashionistas. I actually just bought this one maybe 2 months ago, and I think she's really, really pretty. This one has a really pretty face, and the rest of them are kind of like hit or miss. But this is the one that I've actually been eyeballing. She's really, really pretty. I like her dress and I like her hair. I think the only thing I don't like is the lipstick. But then they have your traditional Millie in a wheelchair. Then they have a Ken in a wheelchair, and that's a great way to get a made to move for him. And this is one I have not seen yet, actually. She's actually really, really cute. They want $22 for these, so obviously I would wait for a sale. They also have some fashion packs because it's not Barbie without fashion, obviously, even though sometimes it's molded on. And these are like new. These are like little backpacks, I guess, and they're like oversized for the doll to carry, but they're also like a keychain for your like bag, so it's kind of funny. So you like look at the ginormous bag the Barbie's holding. Like, then on one of the end caps they had the brand new wave of the Barbie Looks dolls, and I was actually sent these by Mattel, which was really cool. And my favorites are this blonde girl right here and the girl with the braids, and I really love the redhead because she reminds me of Daphne from Scooby-Doo. Then next door is the Barbie Extra Graveyard. I'm assuming these just didn't sell well enough for Mattel to compete with the OMG dolls, but this last line was kind of nice. Again, the outfits are not that best, but they were cute. Then they had the normal wave, which had this one and the other girl. I think I did a review on the one with the like Jamonias. Then I completely forgot the Mattel owns Mega Bloks or Mega Construct, so they had some Barbies. They had to plug it a little bit, right? I think this is like the wall where things go to die, but obviously it's clearance, and it's like a bunch of like random stuff. Okay, so over here is just a bunch of Polly Pocket to have the Monster High compact, and I found this at Walmart actually, so I could have just waited and got it here, but you know, I think it was the same price, so I didn't lose anything by doing that. But they also have like this collector one, so if my friend Jen is watching, this seems like something up your alley because it's like the original style. Then right here we have the live action Little Mermaid dolls. These were so cute when they came out. I still have my basic one, but they do have the collector one right here. I never ended up getting her, but it says they only want $20 for her, so that's a pretty good deal if you're looking for that doll still. But then guys, we make it to the Monster High section. So I'm actually pretty shocked that they have an actual 2-aisle section. So they still have Creep Over 1 here. And I was looking through the Claudines to see if they had the Saran variant of this doll, but they all still have the poly hair, so that sucks. They have our Franks. We love Frank so much. And then Twyla's down there on sale. I think there's a $10 deal for them or something like that. I don't know. And then they have the original Claudine bed down there in like the packaging. Then we get to the basic section. So they have Gulia, which is kind of funny because she's like a Target exclusive. And then we got Venus. There are a few Venus dolls here in case anyone's wondering. They also have some Claude, and they even have Deuce. This is where I got my Deuce back in 2022. Kind of funny to see him here still. The next to Deuce we have Abby, and they both still have Polly. I'm waiting for a Saran version. Some people say that they're Saran versions, but they just don't know hair types. Then we have Draculaura. It's looking a little dark in the aisle because they're kind of like, they have the thing above them, but Draculaura. And they have Frankie. They actually have a bunch of Frankies. And then below them is Cleo, and they have some Claudines as well. As for Core Refresh, they still only have Claudine and Draculaura, but as of this weekend, I've been seeing people finding them more at Walmart, the other two, so that's pretty good news. But I really do like these two, and I think they're a little better than these two. One thing I do have to say about Draculaura though is I kind of wish that they did something different with the pink elements, because I just feel like they're too flat compared to how this one had like a little more detailing going on. Like, then they do have all of the budget dolls. You even have Cleo, she's on the bottom, so if you're in El Segundo and you have not found her at a Ross, she's here. But they do still have the normal Claudine here with the poly hair. So at Ross I do know that they have the Saran variant. I would definitely go there and try to find Claudine if you want that variant. Then the last thing on this like side is just Monster Ball. I keep calling Monster Fest Monster Ball even though it's not. I think it's because it's the replacement for that line. So yeah. They have a bunch to choose from, so that's great. And the best way to tell if it's a Saran variant is just judging by the hair, because as you can see, this one's hair is super dark, and this one is super light and vibrant. So this is when you know you have a Saran. Then on this side, you can see they have a bunch of Snack Shack, Laguna,
along with the rest of that wave, they have everyone here. They even have Heath. I've noticed that there's like usually one Heath at a store, so they definitely have a bunch of him here. And they also have the original car, but I think a lot of people are not going to buy that, considering that one that comes with the new Dracula and Claudine is coming out, and we all want that Claudine. But also the color scheme is better on the new one. And then they also have this Laguna, which I have all the pieces for, but they're just sporadic everywhere, so I need to find her headband and her little robe so I can actually like display her with it. But she has lots of hair and saran. It's pretty nice. Then over here they have that one playset down there. I actually don't own this one yet, but there is a re-release of it coming out with a Claudine and a Laguna, I believe, so I might just wait for that. But it's a really cute little set. But then they have Holiday Claudine, and they even have Stitched in Style Frankie, which I was kind of surprised to see this Frankie here personally, because it's an Amazon exclusive typically, so seeing this Frank here was really, really cool. And then we have Skultimate Secrets. They have a bunch of them. They have the Unfrights. They even have some from the second wave and even Cleo from the first wave. So they definitely know what's selling good for Monster High. So that's a good little selection. There's some of the ones that are store exclusives like Miss Julia here. But yeah, very, very nice selection. They even have Iridescent, Cleo, and Laguna here, just no Dracula or Claudines. But all in all, a really good selection of Monster High dolls.
But anyways, guys, that was the Mattel store for April of 2024. The Monster High selection was really great, and so was the Barbie. I ended up walking away with the 2 Barbie mermaids, and they also had the Crew Productions, a lot of them to be exact, at that location. So definitely check it out if you're looking for them. But anyways, thank you so much for watching today's video, and let me know if you've ever been to the Mattel store. But until next time, bye!